A regular day in 1965. Some days when they happen, you don't think much of them. Just another regular day. No big events, no special surprises. But then years later, when memories quietly knock on your door, it's those days you end up missing the most. Today, let's go back to 1965 and relive a day that was completely ordinary, yet unforgettable. You didn't wake up to a phone alarm, messages, or app notifications. You woke up to the ticking of a mechanical alarm clock, a familiar, unhurried sound. Soft yellow sunlight filtered through floral curtains, not blackout ones, just enough to warm the room. In the kitchen, the scent of melting butter, the sizzle of bacon, and the soft morning news on the radio. Mom stood by the stove, hair tied neatly, wearing a cotton apron. You sat at the table, eating Kellogg's cornflakes with whole milk. Nobody talked about carbs or sugar. The black and white TV came on, showing Captain Kangaroo, a little blurry, but the sound was crisp. No one stared at their phone. Dad read the newspaper, folding each page carefully. Mom glanced occasionally at the weather forecast. Your little sister sat on the floor, playing with her new Barbie, wearing a dress Mom had sewn from old scraps. No loud music, no electronic beeps, just voices, sizzling pans, and gentle laughter. You wore Levi's jeans, a striped shirt, or a simple printed tee. A canvas backpack slung over your shoulder. Inside, math and history books, a pencil and some well-worn comic books. Heading out, Mom reminded you, take a jacket, it might get chilly this afternoon. On the bus, you and your friends chatted about the Beatles and last year's Ed Sullivan performance. One kid brought a mini cassette player, playing a bit of Help or Ticket to Ride. Another argued about the Yankees game. Was Mickey Mantle or Roger Maris the better player? The school was small, with wood floors and windows that opened to a grassy field. The teacher wrote in white chalk on a blackboard, her voice firm but kind. She really cared. Lunch at the cafeteria, a sandwich, hot tomato soup, and a small milk carton. Recess, no phones, no TikTok, just Red Rover and laughter echoing across the yard. On the way home, you heard the familiar ting-ting of the ice cream truck down the street. For just 25 cents, you got a vanilla cone, no fancy toppings, no plastic cup. The ice cream man knew your name and asked, "Did you have fun at school today?" 6 p.m., dinner time. No one was missing. The table had roasted chicken, fresh greens, mashed potatoes, and homemade pickles. Everyone shared their day. Dad asked, "What did you learn today?" Mom smiled at your story about recess mischief. After dinner, Dad turned on the AM radio. Unchained melody filled the living room gently. Mom hummed along, knitting in her chair, eyes soft and quiet. You read comics or sprawled on the rug, doodling nonsense on scrap paper. The family watched TV together, the Andy Griffith Show or Bonanza. No skipping, no playlists, just one channel, one show, and everyone waited for it to begin. You fell asleep when the show ended. No screen needed to lull you into dreams. That day, nothing really special happened. No vacation, no party, but the simplicity, the slowness, the warmth made me want to go back forever. Maybe you've had a day like that too. A day so regular, yet it carried your whole childhood with it. Share your story in the comments. I read them all because sometimes the simplest things are the most beautiful.